let's get started with. Well, it feels like we're getting back on track, Johan, with our sprints, and also because of that, I think the teams are pretty much used to our development environment, our methodology. So as of today, we are starting a more formal sprint process. I think we'll do a separate recording about that to share with the group. How is a technical process of getting from idea to product feature? But maybe today we should have a look at what was built in the previous sprint. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that sounds good. And in the next video, we can also explain how our roles are defined and and all that. So sounds good. And let's keep this short again, because I got some positive feedback on the length of the previous video. So that was good.
Oh. Short is good. Okay.
Short is good.
Okay, so the key highlights for everybody following us are really two. First of all, we've added a whole series of new widgets in the sidebar. You'll also notice that the sizing is better now. You can get if like in my case, you have a wider screen, you get more space for chapters and checklists. So that sizing has been fixed. That was a bit of an annoying bug. And now in the checklist items, we've expanded it really with a bunch of new capabilities. So I think we already had these 4 at the top in the previous build. Now you can also upload a file. You can add a divider if you want to space things out a bit in checklists. You can add a rating. You can add a button to open external websites. And you can also add a switch. If you want a rating, then you just click on it, you give it a title. How do you rate this playbook? And then that data is being collected from the end user as he's running the playbook. So pretty straightforward. More checklist items, and then you'll also notice this thing over here at the top, template. This is also a pretty major thing. And to show that, let me actually go back to a more complete playbook. So let's say that I've built a nice sales playbook with a bunch of chapters and a bunch of data that I want to collect. I've put in some brief movies to expand on the content topic. And now I would like to share this with anybody on this planet. Then I can say, the first step I do is I make it a template. So now it's shareable. And then the second step, I'm not sure if I have to publish it in between. Let me do that just to be sure. The second step is you go to the template section, and then I can now say share. And this creates a public link that I can give to anybody, and they can open up this link. So let's open up a new anonymous browser. So I have no relationship with the previous one.
Yeah, and so the people that will receive the URL, they don't need a Playbookify account. They can
That's right.
see it.
So I'm completely incognito, not logged in now. And then
we don't see your screen, by the way. We only see your browser.
Oh, I was sharing. Okay.
Yeah, I assume you're looking to a different screen, an incognito browser.
Yeah, so that's a good point. Let's do that again. So I'll go ahead and open up an incognito browser. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is.
Great. Then I paste this link. So this link you can share with anybody. And so this link, because now it's a public playbook, they're not going to edit your original playbook, but they're essentially getting a copy of your playbook. And then as soon as they open that up, it opens up without having to log in, with that playbook already opened, ready to make edits. So I can now either, if I already have an account, log in and connect this to my existing account, or if I'm new to Playbookify, I can make any edits that I want. And then as soon as I hit save, it will ask me to register. And then this playbook, as you can see, it made a copy, is now my playbook. So this makes it really easy to share content. And actually, I will share this playbook in the comments below, so that anybody that wants to use this sales playbook that I've created can use it as a starting point. So you have some content to get started with.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yep. So that's in brief the current build. This is live and in production. We went live over the weekend. We did find one nasty bug, but we were able to squash it quite quickly. So that's I guess part of being a SaaS company, that sometimes in the weekend you have to quickly get out and fix a bug. So now we're up to the next sprint, Johan. What's coming up?
Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, one of the elements of the next sprint is to be able to. Maybe we can share it. Do you mind if we share the backlog or the active sprint?
Sure, not a problem. Yeah.
So then users can see if we go to active sprints, then we can roughly walk through it. So one of the major differentiators of our product will be the second in the list that's now selected. Push changes of master playbooks into selected running playbooks. That's something I'm really excited about, because let's assume you've built a playbook and you have several instances running, for instance, your sales playbook. But then you think, we forgot one step in the playbook. So you want to add a chapter. After this sprint, you will be able to push that new chapter in your master playbook to all the selected running playbooks. So that's really cool, and I think that will save a lot of time copy pasting. And yeah, that's I think the major element of this sprint. But as you can see, we will also work on the email integration. Another strategic point is the element you are hovering now is submit suggestions. So people will be able to say or be able to select a certain word or sentence of paragraph of part of playbook, and then submit a suggestion and improvement that will be automatically emailed to the playbook owner or the playbook creator. So that's really cool. And let's do another one, and that's the invitation functionality. So in the next version, it will be a bit easier to invite other users, whether they are inside your organization or outside your organization. So and some smaller stories, but I think those are the three major new functionalities for this sprint.
Yeah, and some are more on the research phase, like CRM integration is one we are. A question, as you can imagine, we often get once you build a sales playbook is, can we also pull that data into our existing CRM? So we're in a research phase now on how are we going to build these integrations. So don't expect this to be ready after this sprint, but it's a first step to offer APIs to the outside world and be able to push data from a playbook into external systems. Yes. So that's a sneak peek of what's coming up, and we're hitting our 12 minutes, which I guess is the magic number for people to go back to work and not watch our video anymore.
All right, let's wrap up. Thanks for showing this. Cool.
Yep. All right, crew. Thanks.